Hello seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Buddha, the planet of intelligence, the planet of transaction, banking, finance, communication, will go debilitated while it is combust on 24th of March and will continue its position as debilitated planet till 8th of April. So if you see, this is not a very long transit, it's a 15-day of transit. But if you talk about finances, 15 days is a very big time. Plus, what is happening around Mercury makes it far more interesting. So we'll discuss that in brief in this video, what this is all about. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. Follow me on Instagram for reels and engaging stuff, and on Telegram for link to all platforms. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, and for consultations, please drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. So let's begin with Mercury transit in Pisces. Mercury, the planet of communication, is the lord of Gemini and Virgo zodiac sign, which are basically 4th and 7th from Pisces. So for the Meena Rashi, the 4th and the 7th lord is getting debilitated on the Meena Rashi itself. That means 3/4 of the Kendra are affected by this simple motion of Mercury. Opposite of Pisces is Virgo. Virgo is the most favorite sign of Buddha. When this goes in the opposite side, Buddha gets dissolved. It's like finances getting dissolved. It's like as if you throw the amount of currency, say a bag full of coins, in the ocean. You don't know where it went. Moti, pearl, it's very costly, but it is scattered through the ocean. It's not like that it is as abundant as the water. So when Mercury is in this watery zodiac sign, it talks more about influence of wisdom. It talks more about wisdom rather than intellect. This is what happens when the Bhakt meets Bhagavan. The chitta, the consciousness is dissolved in the Almighty. It is the oneness with the universe. But this is all good on a spiritual plane. Come to material plane, this becomes very chaotic. For students, this becomes a problem because there is a memory issue. When Mercury is debilitated and combust, you can't even see the debilitation. That means you won't even know that you're underperforming. You won't even realize that your communication has mistakes. You won't even realize that you're making small mistakes small mistakes in decision making that can actually hurt your finances, hurt your career. And that is where the power of astrology comes in. Watch how Mercury is affected by other planets. If you take Pisces as ascendant, Sun is the 6th lord, whereas Venus happens to be 8th and 3rd lord, which is 8th and 8th from 8th. This dual position of planets of Venus and Sun is very crucial for Mercury. Why? First of all, Sun will be in the sign of Pisces when Mercury will make its move, and therefore it will be a Sun and Mercury conjunction, and that is why Buddha is combust. It is going hand in hand with Surya. And even before Sun can make a move out of Pisces, Mercury will rush out and move to Aries zodiac sign. So Mercury is going to be with its 6th lord, because if I keep Pisces as ascendant and where Mercury is placed and take Mercury as a human being, Mercury will find Sun, which is the 6th lord, coming and associating with itself. That means Prarabdha Karma is the theme of this transit. You will have to fulfill your Prarabdha associated with Gemini and Virgo in your horoscope, and this Prarabdha will happen through Mercury, through the sign of Pisces. On the other hand, if you observe, Pisces is a zodiac sign where Venus is exalted. Venus and Mercury have opposite energies. although they are related to each other. Without Mercury, without finances, without income, without business, you won't have wealth to buy stuff, because to buy stuff you need money. But you know why Venus and Mercury are opposite? Because Buddha wants to generate funds. Buddha wants to regulate the income. Venus is more about spending it out. And Mercury do not like that. Venus is strategy, Mercury is love. Mercury is mind, Venus is emotions. Mercury is intellect, Venus is relations. And this Venus gets exalted in Pisces zodiac sign. But something is happening with Venus also. If you observe this duration of 24th of March till 8th of April, Venus will cross over Saturn in Capricorn zodiac sign and will enter Aquarius and will have a Jupiter Venus presence in the Aquarius zodiac sign, although for a very short duration. This will happen around 31st of March when Venus will make its move in the sign of Aquarius. Now, when Venus is crossing Shani, definitely Saturn and Venus are not a good friend to each other. Venus is feminine energy, Saturn is old, Saturn is decay. So when Venus crosses over Saturn, a part of Venus energy is transferred to Saturn and a part of Saturn energy is transferred to Venus. It is like a beautiful old lady. But understand that for Pisces and for Mercury, which is debilitated in this zodiac sign, it is the 8th lord. It is talking about longevity. And Mercury is a youthful planet. Mercury represents young age. It is the prince in the planetary Sabha, court of planets. So this young planet, whose longevity is controlled by Shukra, finds Saturnian influence on Venus and Saturn's third aspect on Mercury. That means it is talking about guidance from old people, guidance from elderly, and the need of maturity in this time. The more you try to be childish, the more you try to be kiddish, the more you try to be immature, it won't help your cause. It will only create trouble for you. So you will see a lot of people facing difficult time because maturity do not come in your comfort zone. You only become mature if you handle situations in life that are difficult. So expect some difficult situation, especially from the areas of life controlled by Gemini and Virgo. And the 4 zodiac sign, that means 4 ascendants or 4 moon sign, which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. If you are either of them, then this is going to be slightly difficult for you. The only problem, or I will say blessing, and to some it will be a problem, is that Buddhas combust. And when Buddhists combust, it becomes more difficult. The only saving grace will be for Sagittarius zodiac sign, because for Sagittarius ascendant, Leo is the 9th lord. So Sagittarius is a kind of an ascendant that whenever a planet gets combust, whether in the Kundli or in the transit, it's the 9th lord making that planet go combust, and that's okay because that is Dharma taking over. But for any other zodiac sign, Gemini, Virgo and Pisces or other zodiac sign, it is slightly difficult. Because Buddha means combust means you can't see. So be careful while you are investing money in this time. Already April is going to see chaos. I will make a video on the chaos of April, what is happening with so many planets. But you need to be careful about finances, communication. Especially if Mercury is in 3, 6, 10 and 11. That means Pisces is in 3, 6, 10 and 11 of your chart, then it is going to impact you financially. And if Pisces falls in 8th and 12th house for you, you need to take care of your expenses. Because this debilitated Mercury is actually not good. On one hand, 6th lord is with it. On the other hand, 8th and 3rd lord is crossing Saturn. It is going to face the restriction. It is going to face the resistance. It is going to feel old. And it is going to feel the delay. So there will be a lot of delay in this period. Refrain yourself from buying expensive products because there can be a delay, there can be a miscalculation, misjudgment, there can be a defect, especially in the product of communication. Communication industry will also take a hit because of this Mercury debilitation. Whoever performs the duty, whoever is duty bound will be fine. Whoever is not duty bound, whoever is trying to be, slightly vakri in their own life, following their own tangent, this debilitated Mercury will trigger a response that in future they will have to, just to cope up with the damage it will create, will have to come back to the line, because that's the power of Saturn. The last nakshatra of Pisces zodiac sign is Revati nakshatra. Revati represents wealth, enormous wealth. But this wealth is hidden wealth. This is like a treasure at the base of ocean. And when Mercury crosses Revati nakshatra, do you know it is crossing its own nakshatra? Revati is the nakshatra of Buddha. So Mercury in Pisces can also bestow enormous amount of wealth, provided you are following the path of Shani. You are converting your income into proper and safe investments. You are putting your efforts after a lot of careful calculations. You are not doing anything out of emotions. And when in need, you will take the help of an elderly person. That's how you manage Buddha transit in Pisces zodiac sign. And a special message for students or anybody who is into academics, want to do an MBA, any course, doesn't matter what your age is. Buddha is a planet of memory, brain, nervous system, intellect. And it is very easy to get distracted when Buddha is in Pisces. It's like your boat is in ocean. Without a navigation system, you will have no idea where you are headed. You'll be like a person who wanted to move into one country, went into some other place because there is no navigation. So you will need a spiritual navigation system. You need a spirit nav. So channelize your internal energies and bring in sync with the cosmos, because if you are on a boat and you don't have any navigation, the only help you will get is from the sky. Students should spend more time. In-depth learning is needed. Forget about the subject, forget about the syllabus. Talk about the content. You have to deep dive. Buddha in Pisces means brain is deep diving into the depth of knowledge. You may have to learn some unnecessary things. It's like a chapter whose questions has never come in the paper. But that's okay. Buddha in Pisces means vastness of knowledge. Don't be strict about what is the right structure of information that you will have to have. There will be no structured information in Pisces. It's a dissolved information. I say Buddha in Pisces is like electrolysis. There is no certain path that the electrons and the ions will follow from one electrode to the other electrode. But ultimately you see the deposit happening on the other side. The entire solution acts as a pathway, although random. So when Buddha is in Pisces, end results matter the most. And you need to restrict your process, the path, within a known limit. It should not be that you are following any shortcut to reach the goal, because Saturn's third aspect is watching your every move, even what you're thinking. So that was a quick take on the Mercury transit in the sign of Pisces. I hope you like this video, and if you like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and the bell icon so that you and me can stay connected. Follow me on Instagram for some interesting stuff and Telegram for link to all platforms. Follow me on Facebook, and you can drop me an email for consultations. We'll meet you in the next video. I appreciate your time. This is your host Puneet. Namaste.